Greetings and welcome. My name is Angie. I am a financial analyst with Olymp Trade, and today we will continue speaking about different company stocks. On today's agenda, we have Twitter, Google, and Visa. Let's go ahead, my friends, and check the sound and the picture, and then, of course, we'll get started. Once again, everyone, greetings, greetings, greetings. I do see in chat that several people have some questions. Go ahead and ask your questions, and I will do my best to answer them. My friends, please let me know in chat if you can hear me and if you can see me well, and of course, we'll get started. Alrighty, in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and say hello to everyone in chat. I'm going to try my best to pronounce your names. Well, there's a lot of question marks. I have a question. Well, go ahead and please ask away. Ooh, wow, very interesting name. Asadu Laksan. Hello. Mustafa, hello. Gul Nur Khan, hello. Cheetah. VJ Gul Nur Khan Moyeti. Jose de Jesus, hello. Achira, hello. From Sri Lanka, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for letting me know where you're from. Yeah, as always in the beginning, the video may buffer just a little bit, so we're just going to give it just one more minute, see that everything is good, and of course, we'll get started. So on today's agenda, once again, we have Twitter, we have Google, and we have Visa. Please also let me know in chat what country you're joining me from and if you are here for the first time. Achira, yes, we can hear you and see you. Thank you so much. Vishnu Lal, I'm a big fan from Kerala, India. Great, thank you. Alrighty, so everything, there are, okay, so there are lags, but nothing serious. Okay, if we are going to continue having some lag issues, what I can do is I can try to turn off the camera. But I do see that I think everything is okay. Bola Bar is asking, giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. Please wait till the end of the stream and then we'll talk about it. Gaurav is, please tell me about Amazon. Actually, we discussed Amazon and Tesla on Monday. You can check that stream if you would like. Or we can actually look at the stock at the end of the stream as well. A lot of people from India and from Malaysia and from Bangladesh. Fantastic. Well, my friends, if you are here for the first time, if you are new, please go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up and of course ring the bell so that you don't miss out on any of our notifications, our new releases, our publications whenever we start our streams. Basically so that you don't miss out on anything. Alrighty, so I see that everything is fine and dandy and we'll go ahead and get started. And once again, if you have any questions, you are welcome to send them in chat. Alrighty, so let's do a quick little recap about the earnings report. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the earnings report. We discussed this on Monday, but let's do a quick little recap of the numbers that we see when the releases are made. The first one I'd like to tell you about is the EPS, earnings per share. This is a company's net profit divided by the number of common shares it has outstanding. So EPS indicates how much money a company makes for each share of its stock. So the higher the earnings per share, so the higher the EPS of the company, the better is its profitability. The second number that we have right here is revenue. Revenue is the total amount of income generated by the sale of goods or services related to the company's primary operations. Revenue indicates how effective a company is at generating sales without taking into account the cost of operating. If you want to consider the liabilities, which is the spending, then you should pay attention to the net income, which describes how efficient a company is with its spending and managing its operating costs. And the last one we have right here is market cap. That's market capitalization. Market capitalization is the total dollar value of all outstanding shares of a company. It is calculated by multiplying the price of a stock by its total number of outstanding shares. For example, a company with 20 million shares selling at $50 a share would have a market capitalization of $1 billion. Market capitalization is also a quick and easy method for estimating a company's value by evaluating what the market thinks it is worth for publicly traded companies. And companies are typically divided according to market capitalization. There's large cap, which is large capitalization of $10 billion or more. There's mid cap, which is $2 billion to $10 billion, and small capitalization, which is 300 million to 2 billion. Okay, I do see a very, very active commentator, Bola Bar, in chat. Let's see here. How to win always, my friends, when we are trading on the financial market, there's no thing is how to win always. It takes study, it takes observation, and some knowledge to properly forecast further price movements. And that is what we do. That is what we teach you to do on our YouTube channel. There is a lot of videos, my friends. Bolabar, I would suggest that you check out our videos. For example, we have a whole playlist that is dedicated to Forex for beginners and also FTT, fixed time trading for beginners, where we go over all the steps in detail and tell you how to basically trade properly. Alrighty, so now let's go ahead and talk about the companies. Let's start with Twitter. Now, Twitter is a large social network that operates in the United States and internationally. It is used for publishing and discussing short text messages, images, and videos called tweets. Twitter accounts are used by many celebrities and public figures. A lot of you probably maybe even use Twitter. I am personally not a big fan of Twitter. I'm not sure why, just never really grabbed my attention until I started actively following President Donald Trump's tweets. A very active user of Twitter, and I remember how some of his tweets actually had, and probably even have until now, an effect on the financial market movement, which is really interesting. Now, Twitter also has a live video streaming app called Periscope. Now, the coronavirus has had a negative impact on Twitter due to a drop in advertisement demand, as many businesses had to stop operating during lockdown measures. Now, as businesses are reopening, a boost in advertisement may help to bring the price of Twitter stocks to rise. Twitter's market capitalization is $29.04 billion. Let's see right here. The revenue growth is forecasted at $700.23 million, and there is actually no forecast for the EPS. Let's go ahead and look at the chart. I want to mention that I have marked resistance targets in the areas. You can see right here, 37.83. Further up, we have resistance at around 39.64. And then we have 40.48 and 41.48. So these are our resistance targets for future growth. Now, you may be wondering how I got these numbers. And since the stock was added not too long ago, there's not much history, but that's not a problem. What we can do is we can open the investing.com website, and we can actually look at the chart right here. Okay, let me go ahead and show you 1 second. Make this a little bit bigger. So right here I have the 1 day time frame. This is basically the same scenario that we're looking at. We just have a little bit more history. So right here we have that high that I just mentioned. Further up, I have resistance with this high, and also it served as support right here. So this is our next resistance target. Further up, around 57 is where I had this level of resistance. And then I marked another level up, which is around 41.54. So basically, I just wanted to explain how I got my resistance targets. Let's go ahead and go back to our platform. And I want to go ahead and mention that support is going to be in the area of 36.33. And this is also our trend line up and our 13 EMAs. So the price can drop to our support in the area of 36.33. Further down, we have support in the area of 23.6. This is going to be around 35.56. Further down, of course, we also have the 38.2%, which is around 34.19. So these are our levels of resistance and support. And the company's earnings report is going to be released on July the 23rd, which is tomorrow. So my friends, stay tuned. Now, I do believe in further growth. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, since Twitter is available on the Forex platform, but not the FTT, I'm going to go ahead and open my trade up. I'm going to include $100. I'm going to use the 20 multiplier, and I'm going to open a trade up. I would like to set my take profit at this level of resistance around 143, but then of course I will be monitoring the market as it goes along. Alrighty, so I think let's go ahead and go to our next stock. Bolivar, I do see you in chat. Please, I kindly ask you not to spam. You can ask your question just one time and we can see you. Thank you so much for your understanding. So now let's talk about Google, aka Alphabet Inc. So Google is an American multinational technology company that specializes in many things, internet-related services and products, which include online advertising technologies, a search engine, cloud computing software and hardware. It is considered one of the big four technology companies alongside Amazon, Apple, and Microsoft. Okay, let me go ahead and switch right here to my Google. Okay, Google. Just a second here. Okay, so this is how Google is looking. And by the way, my platform, I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame. So Google's market capitalization is a whopping 1.06 trillion. And Google will release its earnings report next week. It's going to be on July the 30th. Okay, let's go ahead and look right here. The EPS forecast is for 7.88, which is down from the previous quarter. So this is our target for the forecast for the earnings per share. The revenue growth forecast is at 37.11 billion. Now, Google's shares are actually, let me go ahead and switch back to the platform right here. Google shares are creating all-time highs. Imagine that. Yesterday on July the 21st, let me go ahead and increase this a little bit. Yesterday, July the 21st, Google created a new high of 1579.34, and currently we're trading, kind of consolidating, not really moving anywhere at 1560.27. We now have resistance. Let's go ahead and look right here. Our first resistance is going to be 1580.23. And further up, if we have an upbeat report, may bring the price up in the area of 1634.30. Let's see here. Now we do have support targets in the areas of 1531.58, which coincides with the 13 EMA. Once again, I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame. And further down, we have support around 1486. 98, which coincides with the 48 EMA. Ideally, I would like to see a break of this resistance, but we are creating all-time highs. What I would like to do, I do believe in Google, and Google has a lot, going on. I'm going to trade Google up. We are above our moving averages. So once again, I'm also going to trade. Actually, I think for the time, I'm going to hold off for the time since we don't have a lot of movement. I'm not sure what, I mean, we still have another week before the earnings report. So for the time being, I think I'm going to hold off. And what we'll do is at the end, I'll come back and we'll look at fixed time trading on a smaller time frame to see if we can open some great trades. And finally, my friends, this brings me to Visa. Let me go ahead and open it right here. Visa. And what we can see on the 4-hour time frame is that the price is traveling in a channel, a price range. So Visa, another company that does not need an introduction. Visa is a payments technology company that connects customers, merchants, financial institutions, businesses, and strategic partners and government entities to electronic payments with a market capitalization of 418.65 billion. Let's go ahead and look right here. This is our Visa. The earnings per share forecast is at 1.03, and the revenue is projected at 4.82 billion. We'll have to see how well Visa will report on its earnings and how they envision the near future. Let me go ahead and show you my target areas. Our resistance is going to be in the areas of 202.17, followed by 207.42, and then further up we have 214.14. Support is going to be in the middle of the price channel. This is going to be around 194.35. And then the bottom of the price channel, which also coincides with the 23.6% FIBO level, around 187.36. What FIBO level, Angie? I'll go ahead and show you. Once again, there's not there's a little bit of a limited history, but once again, we can just go to our investing.com and look at the price chart. Let me go ahead and make it bigger for you. So we can see with the pandemic outbreak, the price of shares dropped all the way down to around 134.51 and then started reviving. So we had like a V-shaped recovery. And then now it's been consolidating in this price channel between the 23.6 and around 202.39. The way that I got my resistance targets is that I got this to close this gap first of all, so around 207.42, and then further up, this was this high created. This was in February of 2019. So this is how I got my support and well, actually resistance targets. My support is clear on this chart as well. Now, my friends, I don't see a lot of movement on Visa or Google. I did open my trade up with Twitter. Let's see how that's doing for a second. We are moving a little bit lower at the time. Just a second. But even if we drop to this support and this trend line up, we can probably expect further movement up. Well, I am expecting. This is how I am forecasting the price movement. So and if the price drops to this area, I may open another trade up with this level of support. Now let's go ahead and look at some lower time frames. Let's go to fixed time trading, and I'll go ahead and choose, let's start with Google. The market opened not too long ago, so let's go ahead and look together to see what we can find. Alright, so let's drop to the 30-minute time frame. Okay, let's see here. So the price is on the 30-minute time frame. We are below the 13 EMA. Let me look at a shorter time frame, maybe 10 minutes. Let's see. Well, the price is pretty flat on our 10-minute time frame, so I don't see any trading opportunities. The price can bounce from this intertwined 13 and 48 EMA, or it can break out to the upside. If it breaks these levels up, then I would open a trade up. If I'm looking at the 10-minute time frame, then my duration period would be about times 2 or times 3, so 20 to 30 minutes. But unfortunately, at this time, I don't see any trading opportunities. And the rate of return at the time is quite low, 20%. So we do want to see a higher rate of return of around 80, 90%. That would be great. Let's go ahead and look at Visa. Maybe there's something we can do with Visa. Okay, oops, that's not it. And by the way, if you would like for me to check any other currency pairs or any other asset, please go ahead and write them in chat, and don't forget to let me know which time frame we are going to be looking at. Okay, in the meantime, give me just a second. Visa, 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 where are you? In my wallet. I'm just kidding. Alrighty, so this is the 10-minute time frame. So Visa opened with a gap up today. Let's see, look at this map. Well, on a 10-minute time frame. 13 EMA crossed 48 EMA up. Now we are seeing that the price is moving down. Give me just a second here. Let me get my horizontal line. So this would be our level of support. Again, I'm not seeing any trade opportunities at this time. I want to see how the price is going to start behaving. Is it going to drop down to this level and then start moving back up? Or let's see here. So this is another level that we can look at. As you can see, this was a level of resistance right here, a level of support right here, and level of resistance right here. So we have to see how the price is going to react from here. Let's even drop down to a smaller time frame. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame. Okay, I do see that the price likes this level as support. It's not able to move down lower at this time. Let me just take a peek right here. 1 second. Okay, and here actually the price moved down to the 48 EMA, which is that horizontal line that I just placed right here as support, and we're starting to move back up. So looking at the 5-minute time frame, I'm going to go ahead and put my duration time to 15 minutes. But you know, with fixed time trading, you really have to move fast. While I was talking to you and while I was explaining to you what I was going to do, the price has already moved from this level of support. I'm going to go ahead and minimize my trade amount. Go for $20. I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame. Give me a second. Let me look at the 10-minute time frame one more time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and increase this to 30 minutes. And I'm going to open a trade up, my friends, because we left this level of support and I would like to see the price to move higher. Alrighty, let me just see here. Let me see here. Buffering, video buffering. Where's your beautiful face, ma'am? Okay, let's see here. Why don't you give us some trading signals and help us? Well, that is pretty much what I'm trying to do. I'm explaining what's going on with the price and where we can expect the price to move. But in this particular stream, we are speaking about the earnings reports and stocks. And the earnings reports will actually be released once again for Twitter on the 23rd, which is tomorrow. And for Google and Visa is going to be next week. Okay, Moeti Keke is asking for NASDAQ on a 1-minute time frame. Are we looking at Forex or are we looking at FTT? Let's go ahead and check right here. 1 hour time frame. I do see that the price is above the 13 and 48 EMA, but I don't see any like movement. I don't see any good signal to enter a trade. What do you think Nasdaq will do? Right now, I see kind of on a 1 hour time frame, kind of a consolidation. I see that the moving averages they're basically together, like intertwined. So right now, I don't see a signal, except that the moving averages are being used as support. Okay, let's look at gold on the 1 day time frame. Interesting. Gold, 1 day time frame. Oh yeah, gold is creating all-time highs. But an ideal situation to enter this trade would have been right here when we were breaking out of this consolidation that we were in for several days. When we had this breakout, would have been nice to enter. Let's see what's going on the lower time frame. And once again, on the 1 hour time frame, we see kind of a consolidation. So we did have a massive move. We created a high. Let's see, what was this high? We created a high of 1865.88, and now the price is resting. But we are bullish on gold, of course. We have some rejection of lower prices. Let's see here, 50. I'm going to go ahead and enter an up trade. I'm going to set my take profit at this maximum right here. And we can see how that goes. Oh, Bola bar. Sorry about that. So anybody else? Maybe any other asset that you would like to look at? Or maybe do you have any questions about the stocks that we spoke about today? Tesla is going to be reporting. That's going to be very interesting to watch. Let's actually see what's going on with Tesla now. The stock is very, very overbought, but I just don't know. I want to see how everything turns out. So this was our from Monday. This was our Tesla. This was actually let's see here. It broke above my level of resistance, so we'll have to see about that. Okay, my friends, well, I do see that nobody has any questions. Vishnu Lal is asking, Angie, ma'am, 1 hour or 10-minute time frame on currencies FTT. You can use any time frame whenever you are trading FTT. What I would like to remind you is that when we're looking at FTT, whichever time frame you are looking at, your trade duration, which is let me go ahead and show you. Let me go ahead and switch to FTT for a second. Let's look at Euro US dollar. What's going on here? Ooh, Euro US dollar, nice breakout. Beautiful. So my FIBO levels are no longer valid. So for example, if I am looking at the 1 hour time frame, let me go ahead and switch my camera off because I do see the video is buffering. Let's see if that's going to improve it a little bit. So if I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame, here is where we choose the trade duration. You want your trade duration to be ×2 or ×3 your working time frame. So if you prefer, if you have a signal on the 1 hour time frame, you can trade on the 1 hour time frame and your trade duration would be 2 to 3 hours. But then again, you can trade on a lower time frame if you prefer. You can actually even trade on a 1 minute time frame if you would like. So if I'm looking at the 10-minute time frame, my trade duration would be 20 to 30 minutes. I did open my trade on the 10-minute time frame. This was Visa. I am profitable right now for the time being. Oh, well, we're kind of at the same at the trade opening price. So I was looking at the 10-minute time frame, and my trade duration was 30 minutes, so ×3. Let's see here. Which one is your favorite, ma'am? I don't have a favorite. Whenever I trade on Forex, I usually look at higher time frames, like the 4 hour time frame and the 1 day time frame. Whenever I trade FTT, I try to look for signals on different time frames. But generally, with the FTT, I don't go above 1 hour time frame. But sometimes I trade like 5 and 10 minutes, but it is a little bit harder to get because the signals, have a lot of market noise. USD CAD 30 minutes. Okay, 1 second. Let's see here. USD CAD. The loonie is going down, I believe. Let's see, this is the 1 hour. You said the 30-minute time frame. Well, we are below the 13 EMA. We are going down. I do believe the dollar index is also depreciating. So this is my next level of support around 1.34115. I think, let's see here. This is, give me 1 second. Let me see. 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame. So let's go ahead and make our trade duration 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to lower this to $20 and I'm going to trade down because we did bounce from this 13 EMA. Kita TKI, 1 second. Let me see where I missed your message. 1 second, let me see. Maybe it was higher above. I do apologize if I miss. Smile to make you prettier, madam. Whoop! Just for you, Kita TKI. Just for you. I apologize for missing that. Alrighty. Ravi's asking, what is internal transfer? This I would kindly ask you to contact our support team. Oh, I was just smiling for Kita, but I turned my camera off. Give me just 1 second. So for your question about transfers or anything like that, you can click on this help button right here and click on support. And you can, I personally prefer to open a chat because it's just a lot faster. So you can contact our support team via live chat and ask them your questions, or you can actually send an email and they will be happy to assist you and to help you. Okie dokie, my friends. So I see that nobody has any questions. And for all of you who stuck around till the end, I want to go ahead and show you our YouTube page. This is just the Olymp Trade Global YouTube page. Whenever you look at this homepage, there's several tabs right here. What I would like to ask you to do is go ahead and click on Community. And in the community, every week on Monday, we post weekly targets for different assets. For GBP USD, USD JPY, there's Brent, gold, Apple shares. So basically, you can actually look at the full list right here. So this is our weekly targets. Don't miss out on them. But what I would like to ask you to do is go ahead and leave your comments below this post. So once again, this is a post in our community from yesterday with our weekly targets. Go ahead and leave your comments below this post. Don't forget to include your account ID number. And then next Monday, we're going to choose a random comment and give out a risk-free trade, my friends. So don't forget and participate in this giveaway. Vishnu Lal, thank you very much. Global feed, Madam Bonus, please. This is the bonus that I'm telling you right now about. So in our community, the post from yesterday with our weekly targets, go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know if you tried the targets out. Do you agree with the targets? Do you trade these currency pairs? And don't forget to include your account ID number. And once again, next Monday, when we continue speaking about different company stocks, we are going to raffle a risk-free trade. No, unfortunately, no promo code for today. Once again, my friends, Thank you everyone so much for joining today. Make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Please give this video a thumbs up, show me your support, and ring the bell so that you don't miss out on any of our notifications. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.